The interesting part about using arrays in C++ and many other languages is that the syntax replacing or updating a value in an array looks exactly the same. Again, also remember in C and C++, there's already gunk in there, so we really do need to go back and change it and give it some type of value. The only thing that I'm really showing you here, other than the general syntax of the array name, whatever index number you want to place the value in equals the value, the only thing I'm showing you is the different data types, and the syntax is slightly different between most of them. Double and integer are pretty close to one another. Notice again, everything from the equal sign to the left is the same for all of these. It's the equal sign and everything to the right that's a little bit different here. So, where the equal sign's fine. But anyway, 0.65 integer is going to be a 13. You put a 0.0 in there, it's going to get interesting. For strings, you need the double quotes. And then for characters, you need the single quotes. So these are all look like the variables that you and I have talked about before. Maybe not strings. We may not have gotten there yet, but at least want to introduce strings because, frankly, they're a massively important data type. If I wanted to go back and change something, further down the line in the code, I can have the same syntax, and I changed index 1 now to Munson. It was Ackman, and now it's Munson, and from there on out in the rest of the program, it will be Munson. So notice the positionality of where we do this is also important as well. And you should have already kind of learned that from your early programming days in this. So last question here is I made a mistake in set points. The third game or element should be 18. How do I fix it with the code? So that's going to be an integer because I have 18. So I'm looking at this set right here. So the third game, remember, it's the first game, second game, third game. That's going to be index number 2. Now, I'm not trying to be a jerk or be technical, but you're going to get a question on that. There is going to be somebody that does that as a jerk on a midterm or a final, whatever. So I'm just giving you a heads up because it says third game. That means third element, and that's actually going to be index number 2. So we have to be really careful about that index 0 issue. So just a heads up on that.